Day 1. I spawned here and immediately thought this was going to be a reset. I thought this was going to be like speedruns all over again. I just had to keep resetting worlds till I found like a village. All of a sudden, there's a ruined portal. I was like, all right, this is keepable. Behind the ruined portal, there's a village. I went and raided all the village. They had a ton of sticks for some reason. I don't freaking know why. I ended up getting a hoe from the ruined portal, so I used that to kill the golem. Kind of broke halfway through because it didn't do much damage, but I only got 3 iron from the golem, which is the absolute worst case scenario in a situation like this where I can't break any blocks. So I took those 3 and made an axe. I noticed some sheep nearby, so I ran around with the flint and steel I got from the ruined portal and just started lighting them all on fire and insta-killing them with my axe. I went out exploring a little bit and ended up finding a second village with a blacksmith. I was really hoping this blacksmith would have some iron. It ended up giving me iron armor instead, so I was pretty okay with it. Day 2, I wiped out the entire cow and sheep population. I ran all the way back to the first village so I could use the crafting table, and I made myself a bucket. Now that I have a bucket, I can go to the nether. So I started building a nether portal and kind of lost track of time, so I ran back, went to sleep. Day 3. We finished the nether portal. When we got to the nether was completely enclosed. I almost cried. I ended up seeing a little bit of an area I could go to, but I didn't have any blocks, so I dipped for now. I ended up finding a bunch of caves near this village, so I started running around the caves and started finding a bunch of creepers to start blowing stuff up for me. I then had the bright idea to start luring them over to some iron veins. Day 4, I went back into the caves to get even more blocks. I ended up getting quite a few things from these creepers. I then realized I could lure creepers out of the caves to blow up trees so I could actually get wood and actually start advancing. Day 5, I lured a few creepers out, started blowing up some of the farms. With all this new shiny wood that I just obtained, I ended up making a boat and a shield. Day 6, I started exploring a little bit more. I found another village, and this village had a smoker. I got super lazy when I wiped out the cow and sheep populations, so this smoker is gonna come in handy. Right next to this village, there actually was another village. I ran to this village to see what kind of good stuff I could get. I ended up finding a bucket, so now I can dual wield water and lava. Day 7, I ended up killing the iron golem in this village. Then I went exploring, because there's really nothing I can do in the villages. I ended up finding a desert temple. Unfortunately, I can't do anything with the desert temple right now because I don't have TNT and I can't get the TNT at the bottom, unfortunately, so I kind of just left it for now. Now that we have a boat, we can go ocean traveling. Shipwrecks are what saved this run. I ended up finding a shipwreck with an insane amount of iron. I found a portal remnant and another shipwreck with a ton of iron. Found another shipwreck with even more emeralds. Day 8, I went around and started blowing up a bunch of villagers' houses because they had a ton of wood. I then had the idea I could use creepers to blow up hay bales so I could get even more food while I'm out on the ocean. I ended up smelting a couple of the wood that I had for charcoal, so I didn't have to keep using my planks or my sticks. I made full iron armor, even though, yes, I know iron armor is amazing, but in hardcore, it still doesn't protect you from creepers, because they do 32¼ hearts of damage. Day 9, I went back into the nether in hopes of finding a way out, and I did. I ended up stumbling across a couple of piglins, so I started trading with them, and got nothing. I explored for a little while and really didn't find much there. I left the nether because I wasn't super duper comfortable with being there with full iron. When I got out, it was nighttime. I ran back to the village and went to sleep. Day 10, I went back to the village to trade for bread. I went back to the ocean, ended up making a camp on a little small island. Day 11, I explored this little island that I found, ended up finding 2 villages. One of these villages had a Fletcher, so I could trade for arrows. So the next couple of days is just shipwrecks. So I'm going to do a little bit of a loot montage. I hope you guys enjoy. See you on day 19. Day 19, I made an enchantment table. This is going to be super crucial later. Day 20, I started sailing around to see if I could find a place to call home. I ended up boating around the whole day, didn't really find anything, so I made a bed on the shore of an island. Day 21, I wandered around a little bit, didn't really know what to do, then I traded for ender pearls. Day 22, I found a dark oak forest, and these forests are amazing, especially for getting wood in this challenge because I can just blow up the trees and get ridiculous amounts of wood. I also made some bookshelves for the enchantment table. Day 23, I found another village with a blacksmith. It had 7 obsidian. How many blacksmiths have you found that have had 7 obsidian? I then went around and started blowing up some houses. I ended up blowing up one with a lectern so I could get all the bookshelves. I also had the iron to make an anvil. Days 24 and 25, I went creeper hunting for gunpowder.
Show you something is if I can get it on the first try, I hope I can get it on the first try. I'm gonna do the infish here.
Why does that guy do so much damage? Oh my gosh. Day 26, I started traveling around to see what else I could find, and I ended up finding a ruined portal with a notch apple. Day 27, I tamed a stray village cat. Days 28 and 29, I planted some sugarcane and started a farm. The farm is going to be crucial. I need as much wheat as I can get so I can trade with villagers so I can get as many emeralds as possible. Day 30, I accidentally placed a slab, so thought I'd decorate the farm a little bit. I also found some nearby cows and decided to learn back to breed. Day 31 and 32, I went farming for more creepers. I ended up getting a bunch more wood, and I built the cows their own little cage. I also ended up getting enough bookshelves for level 30 enchants. Day 33, I enchanted all my armor. I didn't have that many levels, so I wanted to get at least protection 2 on everything. I actually got some pretty sick enchantments on my helmet. I also enchanted an iron sword with sharpness 2. This way I don't have to use an axe anymore, and the sword just way faster than the axe. I also made a bow and enchanted it with power 2. Days 34 through 42, I went back to the nether. I found a couple of piglins, so I decided to trade for them because I needed soul sand. I also found a fortress. I found the blaze spawner, got 12 rods. So I was running around trying to collect as many chests as I could. I ended up finding some nether wart. Oh, I also found some diamonds. Day 43, I literally did nothing. Day 44 and 45, I farmed creepers for cobblestone so I could make some furnaces. I needed these to smelt some glass so I could make some bottles so I could actually start making some potions. I ended up making potions of strength, swiftness, and fire resistance for later. I also made a diamond sword. Now, I needed to wait 3 nights for phantoms to spawn so I could get slow falling potions. Days 46 through 50, I found a zombie spawner under my house. Now I have a reliable source to farm XP with. With all this new XP I got, I decided to enchant my diamond sword with sharpness 2. I also got some phantoms to spawn. Day 51, I made slow falling potions. I organized my chests a little bit and got some sand for TNT. Days 52 through 54, I ended up finding the stronghold location. I didn't realize I needed an absolutely insane amount of TNT to actually get to the stronghold. So days 55 through 58, I waited every single day out till get to night so I could farm as many creepers as I could for TNT. Day 59, I made it into the stronghold. I found the frame pretty easily actually. It was not that far away from spawn. When I finally got to the end, it was enclosed. Well, guess the challenge is over. Well, that was fun. Made it as many days as I could get. Oh, well, that's fun. Nah, I'm just messing with you. I ended up grabbing a bunch of wool from sheep so I could make some beds. I used all these beds to just blow myself a hole out. Become God. Let's go, dude. We beat the Ender Dragon. Oh my gosh. Just like a giant spaghetti noodle. Oh my gosh. Day 60 and 61, I traveled all the way back home because I traveled 3,000 or 4,000 blocks away or something. So it took me a little bit to get home. Day 62, I enchanted a brand new set of armor with protection 4. Protection 4 is absolutely bonkers if you have no idea. Prot 4 is probably the best enchantment in the entire game. I also made some extra fire res to go back to the nether later. Day 63, I want to see what other enchantments I could get for my bow, so I put a book in the enchantment table and ended up getting infinity. Day 64 through 68, I went back to the nether to start farming some wither skeleton skulls. I ended up getting 2 back-to-back. No way! Once I got these 2, I left because I realized I didn't have any soul sand, so I couldn't actually spawn the wither. Day 69 through 71, I built the blast furnace. I built this so I could get the armor smith in the village so I could actually get full diamond armor. Day 72 through 76, I made potions of weakness to use on a zombie villager to get reduced price trades. I think I did it on the wrong villager though. I did it on the villager that I thought I could get the most emeralds from, but I probably should have just done it on the armor smith so I could get reduced prices from him, but a little bit of a mistake on my part. I also made a fletching table to get easy emerald trades. Blowing up trees, you get so much wood. Trading half a stack of sticks is almost nothing. I maxed the armor smith and got my first piece of diamond armor. The enchantments on this thing is absolutely horrendous though. Day 77 through 81, I needed emeralds fast. I ended up running to a nearby village and started blowing up hay bales with TNT. I ended up getting so much wheat, I ended up trading for the full set of diamond armor. Days 82 through 83, I prepared for a raid. So here's how the raid went. Yeah. Don't do raids when there's only 1 villager in the village. I didn't realize there's only 1 villager. I also didn't really realize you could lose raids. I thought the raid was just like an added bonus thing, but no, you can lose raids. Day 84, I made an armor stand to showcase the diamond armor we got because it has absolutely horrendous enchantments. Days 85 and 86, I decided it was time to build an actual base. I've been sitting on the shore of this island for so long, I thought it was finally time to start building a base. Once the base was done, I ended up watching the sunset in my new house. Days 87 through 94, I really didn't have that much to do. I still had to wait out the days for the raid, so I ended up running around and farming a bunch of TNT and iron. Days 95 and 96, it's raid time. Dude, those things are so broken. I did it, dude. Let's go. Days 97 through 99, I just relaxed. I pretty much did everything I wanted to do in these 100 days, so I kind of just wandered around. I ended up getting bored, so I decorated my house with the totems that we got, because we got like 4. I also threw up some banners, because I thought they looked pretty cool. Oh, and the thumbnail? Yeah, this is where I took the pictures as well. Day 100, I logged off. I really don't want to do this again. I do not want to survive another 100 days. I really don't. I think 100 days without breaking blocks is absolutely painful. And there it is, surviving 100 Minecraft days on hardcore without breaking a single block. I really hope you guys enjoyed. This video took me like 27 hours to record, which is absurd. It's so much time for a video. But if this is what you guys want to see, I don't mind spending the time making the content. So because it took me that much time, I really hope you subscribe. I'll definitely be making more content like this in the future, so hit that subscribe button, stay notified. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.